Welcome to the Married at First Sight Season 13, Episode 7 review. This is Couples Couch with
Pat.
And I'm Cam. Let's get into this week's episode. There were actually some interesting parts in here. Like this episode gave what it was supposed to have gave.
Yes.
For the first time in 7 episodes. I was like, I'm actually watching. Like,
what did I tell you on the episode? It had to have been 2 or 3. I'm gonna quit watching until after week 6. This is when the fire starts.
There were other people in the comment section who said they wait like 6 episodes and start watching.
Now
and
it's
I see why. Maybe we need to start watching at episode 7 going forward.
That's it.
Every season.
That's
right?
it. That's all we're gonna watch from 7 on.
And on.
Yeah.
Save myself the energy. Because this here was actually pretty good. So let's get into it.
Let's go.
If you are new to our channel, welcome. If you are not new, welcome back. You know what I'm about to say. Please be sure to hit the like button and the subscribe button to support our channel. And this will be a high-level overview. We do not get into the nitty-gritty details of everything that happened in the show, just what's important to the storyline for each couple.
Not true this week.
I know, because there was some good parts.
Because I got some dingers, boy.
So let's get into how the show opened up.
Yep.
The show opens up with the couples getting on their flights to head back to Houston from their honeymoon. We see Jose and Rachel sitting in their seat together, and then they skip to Bao and Johnny, and Bao is snoring up the whole plane.
He's snoring like a grizzly bear.
And I'm thinking, like,
how do you even get that sound out of her body? Like, she's little, her mouth is this big.
She's sitting in the middle seat too, so I'm wondering who's on the aisle seat, because he looked like Johnny was by the window.
Somebody's gonna get off the plane and demand
and make a complaint.
Some kind of retribution. Like, yo, y'all gotta come off one-way ticket.
I need a voucher of some sort.
Some peanuts, something.
And not only from this Spirit airline, I also need it from Married at First Sight.
Yeah, and you listen. If you're not gonna do nothing to help your issue, then you don't get to have a problem with your issue.
That's what I'm thinking.
Like, if you're not gonna put some breathe rights or bring your CPAP machine or just stay awake. You can't stay. You stayed awake the whole summer camp. You can't stay awake for the plane. And it's so she put her own headphones on,
so she can't. She don't have to hear it.
And Johnny's sitting there dying.
Oh, you know, she's probably somewhere up all night, like trying to sleep after watching that. That was really bad.
She's not watching the show.
No,
she's just listening to it.
So, anyways, they get back to Houston. They take a tour of their apartment. They get to see it. Everyone seems to be in love with their new place. First up,
everyone but the people from prior seasons. They're like, yo,
they live in
y'all had me in this regular apartment complex.
This one had like a
high rise. They got but they keep showing the top of the building
because that's the best.
They probably live on the 2nd floor or ground level where don't nobody want to live. They just keep showing it from up top.
It's true. It's true. So first up, Jose and Rachel check out their place. Rachel says that she will have to be getting up at 5 a.m. to go to the gym, and was telling Jose that she sets like 4 alarms, like with 15-minute increments in between, because she just can't get up on her first alarm. And Jose was like, ugh, I'm not looking forward to hearing all her alarms in the morning.
Right, and she's not going to look forward to picking her phone out of the toilet after it go off the second time.
What are you going to do? Throw it in the toilet?
Absolutely.
I know you're not talking about somebody's alarm. When your alarm goes off how many times in the morning, and your alarm isn't a simple... Your thing starts off with some blasting music of Drake. I forget which song it is, but it friggin' kills me every morning. And you have the audacity to sit here and talk about Rachel's alarm? Are you kidding me right now?
So you want to test my gangster? That's what we got going on.
A lot of gall to be talking about her.
I didn't know this was a review on me. I thought we was reviewing the people on TV.
Sorry, I had to get that off my spirit. Okay, let's move on to the next scene.
I'm going to take the kids' phones tomorrow. I'm going to set all kinds of alarms and hide them in your room. Because I'll be up and gone by the time.
I'm just saying, still, you just got a lot of nerve. But anyway, let's move on to the next scene.
Waking up to Miley Cyrus tomorrow.
Next, Mirla and Gil get to their new shared apartment. He decides that he wants to carry Mirla over the threshold, and she's like, I think it's corny and awkward. Sorry to the wives out there that think that that's, you know, romantic, but I just think it's very corny and awkward.
And again, she just kills some. It's just a nice gesture. This is what it looked like. Mirla was this dead. Like, he should have been like, ah. That's what he should. You got all them muscles for no reason. Carry it through and just drop her on the floor.
Well, that's how she did hold her body heavily.
Yeah,
he was like, okay.
This is corny.
Okay. So you know that make for more dead weight when you just like hold your body up. I'm trying to get you through this 2x4 door.
She would have went there. I would have been carrying and struggling, hit her head on the door panel. Oh, I'm sorry.
On the door frame. I'm done. All right, next, Ryan and Brett get to their shared apartment. They eat dinner and they talk about things they plan to bring to the new place. Ryan is already telling Brett, like, yo, it's just for 2 months. Just bring the necessities. Like, don't be trying to go and move your whole place into this place just so you have to move right back out.
Bro, I feel so bad for Ryan.
Why
I
are you
feel so bad.
Here?
Because y'all don't watch the show like I watch the show.
You watch it with different eyes.
Because I see, like, I recognize Ryan.
Real recognize real.
Yeah, he walk around with, like...
He does do a lot of that face.
Like, how many more days do we got here?
He told her to bring the necessities. He said, bring 1 wash rag, 1 thing of Dove, a deodorant, because you ain't going to be here this long, because I ain't staying at the end.
and stop by CVS and get whatever shade that is in your head. Get 2 packets, because I'm sick of looking at your two-tone head. I'm sick of it.
I'm done.
Either fade it in or dye it again. I'm sick of it. Just stops. It's supposed to blend.
Anyways, they're concerned about their dogs and if their dogs would get along. That's what happened with them in their scene. Next, Bao and Johnny check out their new place. Bao says there's no ice maker there. She's looking at the stove. She's like, she's not a fan of the flat top stove. She's looking through the vents to be like, does this
They got a shower. They got a shower. You interested in that?
So much so, he's like, you're doing like a full inspection here. Like, are you gonna do a report? She about to pull out that spreadsheet and be like, okay.
She need to add shower to her spreadsheet. That's what she needed.
Johnny says that Bao takes the fun out of everything. He's like, I can feel his vibe. Like, I just want to get in here and just be excited to see a place
that I'm not paying for.
Get out of my mouth and my head and everything. I was just about to say, he's like, y'all about to live here rent free and it's dope.
And y'all gonna need to hire somebody to come clean this place up, or else what y'all put on TV is gonna be a mess.
They go to the bedroom and they look at the bed and they get familiar with the pillows and this and that. And Bao says, I just want to let you know that you remember that showering thing that you like for me to do before bed? Like, yeah, that's not happening tonight. And Johnny's entire existence and soul left his body.
And so did he. You know what?
I think he was thinking, we just came from that nasty airport.
After I finish up with this Thai food.
He was like, he wears his emotions on his face. Like, how could she not see this? Like,
because she looking down.
I'm like, he looks so
I don't believe Bao's even her first name. That's her nickname. That's what people be calling her since she was little.
So he was like, you know what? He sat down, he ate his dinner.
Calmly.
Calm. Chill,
I ain't never seen a cooler walk out.
Like, yo, okay, I'm about to
sometimes I be like, this dude, he might have some.
He says,
Chris.
I know that, you know, after I eat this here, yeah, I'm about to head back to my house. Literally, straight like that. He was like,
you ain't seen them 70-inch TVs over there?
He's like, I'm going to need to go back to my house for a couple of days. That's what he told her. He was like, yeah, I just need to reset. I need to reset my mind. And this, you know, it's just been overwhelming for me. What are you laughing at?
Whole time he get to his house, he on his date naps. Swipe.
I see you like secretly cracking up in your head.
Yo, what world do these dudes live in?
I'm gonna say this. I don't know what world they live in, but I can't say Bao looked so shocked at the table. Like, she didn't see it coming that he was about to be like, yo, I'm out of here for life.
She ain't do nothing.
He was like, tell me when the next shower schedule is and I'll back. You said every couple days, so I'll be back in a couple days.
What's your shower schedule? Send me the Excel. Monday, Wednesday, Fridays. I'll be over Monday, Wednesday, Fridays.
Yeah, he was out of there. So he legit left, and that was the end of it for their scene. So next scene shows the couples waking up in their new shared apartments. The couples that they show is actually Zach in his car first, coming back from Florida Keys. He's heading back home to Houston to his wife, Michaela.
Time out. Oh. This man just fought COVID.
Yeah.
And they made him drive back 12?
Is it more than that?
What Florida Keys you talking about?
Oh, yeah. That's all the way past Miami, ain't it?
That's at the bottom.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. My bad. I'm thinking Orlando.
12 hours just to get out of Florida.
More than 12. Yeah, that's true.
Orlando's like 17.
Now, I wonder if he drove himself. Or maybe he just drove to the airport. They had to just give him a rental to the airport. Ain't no way. I'd be raising gang if they would have had me drive.
He was in a wife beater. Like, who goes to the airport?
He didn't have on no wife beater. He had on a shirt, a black shirt. What did you say?
That's how he
used to seeing Zach with his shirt off. You don't see him no other way.
Wait, time out.
Pause. Oh, sorry. Okay. Well, you know what I mean. In a good way. Well, not in a good way.
Edit. Cut.
cut. I'm just kidding. So, no. And then they show Brett and Ryan and, waking up on their first day in their shared apartment. Then you see...
He's sitting there like this again.
And then you see Bao in her bathroom, getting her makeup done like she's getting ready for work.
War paint.
That's what she said. And then you see Johnny in his own place. Like he legit didn't stay at that apartment.
Snuggled up in the covers.
Snuggled up in his bed. And I just feel like Johnny went home and he was like, yo, I'm about to get clean.
Hey, Bao, I'm cleaning it. Now I'm finna shoulder lean in it. Team, my team's getting rich.
Bounce like to let you shoulder. Shoulder lean. Right, two-step. I used to dance that game. Bounce like
with a cup.
You look like T.I. just
with
now.
With a cup.
Hey.
You gotta get the little John with diamonds all over in the club.
So the next couple scene shows the couples going over to each other's houses to see what it looks like, just to get a feel for who they married and, what their places look like. So first up, Ryan goes over to Brett's apartment to see what her place looks like. Her place actually didn't look bad. I mean, for what it was, it didn't look bad at all. It was a girly girl type of place. You know?
It was straight.
Yeah. But what threw me, though, was how much in love Ryan was with her dog, Baxter. Like, I haven't seen such high energy from Ryan in 7 episodes.
No,
as soon as he saw that dog, he kind of lit up, and he was like...
Well, this is the first thing we've seen in 6 episodes that he actually likes.
Okay, so now we can tell when you like something, Ryan, you really perk up.
Right.
Because you're, carrying the dog, and,
yeah.
you was with it. And
him and that dog seemed like they grew up together.
He did. I'm like, you are kind of
like the dog was like, yo, where have you been all my life? I got this one that don't want to go do nothing. She don't want to go outside.
And then that freaking Baxter was racing through the house like a crazy dog.
And so was Ryan right behind him. Hey, Baxter. He's high energy.
He's awesome.
I ain't said him say 2 nice words about Brett. He got nothing but compliments for Baxter.
So Rachel goes over to Jose's house, and you know what? I'm no hater at all. I gotta give Jose the award for the nicest and the cleanest house in the history of Married at First Sight.
But then he goes and messes us up by telling us how nice and clean his house is.
Nice, right? It's really, and of course, interior lights, and then so the high ceilings. I put my big Christmas tree here, it's 1 footer, and it looks, especially overlooking the windows. Of course, I want a 2-story. I want pool table upstairs. I want a swimming pool.
And that's true. It's like, yo,
chill,
are
bro.
Are you trying to sell me the house, or are you just trying to show me that this is where I possibly would live? And it's like, and then we have, lighting here and the tray ceiling.
It's got great schools.
Number 1 in the district, all A schools. We have lots of patio space in the back.
Not more than 3 blocks down there, you got great shopping and eateries that'll blow your mind. Have you ever had nothing but cake? It's great.
We have the extra large, oversized leather sofa. The legs recline. The head goes back. Right?
All right, yes, you can have my social and run my credit. I want to buy it. I want to live here.
He was acting like he was giving he act like somebody who ain't had company in a long time,
Yeah, because every time he invites people over, he'll be like, yo, I'm not going. But I already been on the tour. I already seen it 4 times. I'm not doing it again.
But he in the living room with his legs crossed. This is nice, right?
You feel that?
This
you
is
feel
nice.
It? Go ahead and lay back. Recline and kick your feet up. All right, but get your feet off my couch.
You know what it reminded me of? Coming to America at McDowell's house when he had everybody have a seat, and then he propped up
the mom.
The mom. It just he don't have no friends. You could tell, and it shows because he's just too happy to come.
He got a lot of acquaintances. He can't get nobody to keep coming back around.
He was like, "Yo, you need to chill. Let her just come in and just." Let her tell you it's nice. You don't keep telling me this is nice, right?
Can you shut up so I give you a compliment?
So anyways, they walk around and they get to the room where he has his money board. That's what I like to call it.
Her face what?
She got stalked, her soul left her body. She was like, so...
What is that?
He was like, you have something like this, right? And she was like, I don't have nothing.
Nobody
like this.
does.
We don't have nothing like that either. But I'm not mad at that money board. Jose, if you charge for your services, hit me up in the comment section below because I'm interested in getting a money board laid out like that.
Come on, you don't need a money board. All we gotta do is quit eating it Outback 3 times a week. Texas Roadhouse.
With them shrimps and those
Chewy's, yo.
I know it's bad. We do eat out a lot, but it's like those people at Outback feel like they know you at this point.
Yo,
I call up for an order. They're like, "This is Patrick. Oh, with the Chrysler 300. Okay, we'll see him soon."
I get up there, I'm like, yo, how's the kids? You're like, yo, they just started 6th grade. 6th grade?
I remember when he was in the 3rd grade.
Yeah. And I got a tip good because I be up there all the time. I don't want to be known as the dude that's up there all the time and don't tip.
It's like you know them so well. You're like, so did Johnny get into the school that he wanted to get into?
Oh, Kamara's gonna order on Friday. I'll bring his graduation gift up then.
I'm sorry, it's bad, but I didn't see nothing on his board about eating out. Nothing on there by no means.
No, if you're going that in depth, you're trying to save every penny.
I know. He did good though. I'm not mad at that money board at all.
You would be mad as soon as you couldn't get what you want to eat and not have to cook.
Oh, I'm gonna eat good. That's for sure. So you're gonna have to deduct a line item out of somewhere so I can get me some Outback.
She don't eat nothing but 2 shrimp. Chicken
the
and shrimp.
Fried shrimp, because I'm not a seafood
3
person
wings
at
and
all.
2 shrimp. So what?
I know. Sometimes you just have a little taste for something.
Not when it costs $13.
I just want a little bite of it, just to quench that, that angst for it.
Y'all better like, share, hit the notification button, because we're gonna go broke just for eating 2 shrimp
out of 8. I'm sorry, we digress.
And nobody else in the house eats seafood or even try it.
No.
So 6 shrimp. You need to start.
No.
I know what you do. When I go pick up your Outback, I'm going to stop by and give a homeless man 4 of your shrimp.
To share it?
At least I know it'll get eaten.
I'm not mad at that at all. I'm not mad at it.
I'm going to let him put his hands in the box to pick them
Now
up.
I'm getting mad. in a second. So, anyways, no, Rachel looks
Can I get another one?
Rachel looks like she was like, this is gonna be a lot because all I do is, jot my little stuff down on a calendar. I don't have a board to say like
you jot
$200 going here.
What stuff are you jotting on the calendar?
She said I only have a little calendar to document what I'm. But she's like, she's like, he's very strict with his. I'm not strict like this.
She don't pay her bills.
Don't know that.
Yo, the way she explains her financial situation. Well, I just got a credit card so I can go to Europe. Does that sound like a person and then I'm going to get back and I'm going to pay it all the way off and so I don't incur interest? No.
She was like, damn them credit cards.
She's still paying the minimum balance.
$25, that's all y'all asked for?
That $3,000 Europe trip is about to be $37,000 in the year 2056 when she finally paid off.
Interest alone. All right, let's move on to the next couple.
I'm sorry, I don't need to put
We gave them too much energy.
I don't mean to put that financial downfall on nobody.
Next couple to meet up to see each other's place is Gill and Mirla. Gil goes over to Mirla's house and he says he expects everything to be like 24 karat gold. 24 karat? 24 karat? No. That would have been dope though. So he was like, mainly because of her attitude.
You do like Bruno Mars.
I do. Hey, Bruno. So, you think he's watching?
No.
You don't know.
If he is, bro, you and Tyrone.
I'm just kidding.
Jesus, kickboxer, you tongue poke.
Listen, okay. So he walks in and he takes his little tour around, and she has a whole. What do you call it when you have nothing but pictures of yourself on a wall? I guess a collage of pictures of herself on all the trips that she's ever went on in her bathroom. And he was like, oh, so I guess you just love yourself.
Who taking the picture?
That's a good question.
Who takes this picture?
Don't go up. What is that?
As far as I can go. Who taking that picture?
Tyrone.
Who?
Oh, so he ends up into her closet and he sees that she has a ton of Louis Vuitton, and then she has Gucci. She has
I put them on I put all of them on Facebook Marketplace. For every day she don't kiss me, I'm selling a pair of her shoes for $20.
Asking her so how much does one of these red bottoms go for? And she's like, the classic one goes for $600. And he was like, what was the most you've ever paid for one? And she was like, $1,000. And then he's like, well, how much was this shoe? And she was like, $800 to $900. And I'm like, yo, girl. And I think she started to feel some kind of way when she was telling it, because she started to squint her eyes like, oh, I don't want to say, because it's pretty expensive, But, if you want your king-size bed jammed up against the wall but want to have $800 shoes, and you got to walk next to your closet to get your underwear out like this because you want to wear red bottoms, hey, do you, boo-boo? I ain't going to do. I'm going to have a whole house, and I'll go ahead and wear those, what's a good shoe?
Skechers.
I'm going to rock my Skechers to the car line to pick up my 6-year-old just fine. They can care less if having red or purple bottom.
I work at home. I'm not buying no dress shoes.
I'm sorry. I'm just clowning. But honestly, I know I ain't. Because I just feel like the older I get, the more I realize, what is the point? Yes, you want cute stuff. I'm all about wearing cute stuff, but it doesn't have to, I'm not for the labels. I don't have to have a label.
I'm going to be honest with you.
This shirt I got on,
I'm gonna be
right
honest
now,
with you.
it's Five Below. I don't think, I'm kind of erring more on the side of Gil. You could be using these monies to buy land, you could.
What land you buying?
I don't want no land because I don't want to have to keep it up. But you can invest somewhere where you could, see an ROI. What ROI are you getting from your red bottoms? You know what ROI is? You looking mad confused. I'm just asking. Don't look at me.
You go get a return on your investments for saying that crazy stuff out your mouth.
I'm just saying, you got your eyebrows all like this.
Because I'm wondering why we still talking about this.
Okay, I'm just saying. Okay, we can move on.
She's stupid. She likes red bottoms. She spends a whole lot of money. Cool.
Okay, and then we're moving on to the next scene.
Next scene.
You got a problem in life.
I don't like her.
That's why you don't want to talk about it. But
like
don't
nothing
bring your
around.
negative energy.
I can bring
on
whatever
me.
I want.
Leave it there because I ain't the one
Listen,
nor the two.
Listen, from this side of the screen over here, I do what I want.
So you think. Okay.
Why? You gonna have to cut me out.
And we're moving on to the next scene.
Okay.
How about that?
How about I just bring it up whenever I want?
Catch me outside.
Watch me in a minute. You forget. I'm just stupid like that.
Well,
I will burn the whole ship and sink us all to prove a point.
Well, what you ain't gonna do is have me out here like Titanic on that piece of board.
No, what you ain't gonna do is have me in that water while you on a piece of board. I still don't understand. I hate the movie was great until the end. I'm like, so y'all not even gonna try for both of y'all to be on the damn door?
You gonna move over? What was her name again in the movie?
Rose.
Rose, you gonna move?
No, son.
You gonna give me a piece of
Hold on to that door handle, bro, because I'm telling you, I'm bigger. I need more room.
You gonna give me a piece of this board? That's what you gonna do? and then she took his hands off and screamed.
Yo, she pushed him. No, bitch, I'm trying to swim. I'm trying to wade. What is it called? Tread. I'm trying to tread water. She pushed me down.
She took it. She peeled his fingers off. She's like, good. Been holding my piece of board down for so long. I'm crying.
I thought he was never gonna let go.
Next scene, Brett and Ryan meet up out front of Ryan's house with their dogs for like the puppy dog pal meetup, you know. And it starts off good. They like seeming to like, you know,
they look
connect.
like, you ever seen that movie Twins with Arnold Schwarzenegger and Danny DeVito?
One was super big and one was super small. Yes, I do remember that movie. That's what they do, kind of look alike, just the opposite sizes.
And then Baxter showed his high energy self.
And he went off. Yeah, he lost it. Baxter started all of that. He wanted all the smoke.
He just snipped that. All that big dog got to do is get him one time. Baxter, calm down.
Oh, man. So then Brett started freaking out a little bit, like worried, like how are they going to get along?
Which messes up the energy.
And then Ryan started feeling like, oh, here she go doing the most. You know, getting too extra.
Lock your dog in the car, lady.
He's like, put the dog in the car. Let me show you my house. And that was it for that scene. Next, Jose goes to visit Rachel's apartment. As soon as he walked through the door, he's like, dang, I'm about to trip over these water jugs that you have right at the front door, which to me wasn't even a lot of them.
Yeah.
But she didn't need them there either.
Well, she said it was from the freeze.
Oh, is that what she said?
Yeah, she was like, it's from
the snowstorm?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So then it was...
But when was this filmed? Because everybody wearing summer clothes. Yeah, so. No,
I don't know.
Need to go.
I don't like to see a lot of clutter myself, so I feel him.
I also don't like someone coming to my house and at the entry door
talking trash.
Talking crazy.
As soon as you walk through, like you could walk right back out.
Yeah, especially if I got 2 inches on you height-wise.
First of all, I don't know what Rachel had on, looking like somebody's librarian. I was like, where are you going with this outfit? I know you probably just came from work, but it definitely didn't give what it was supposed to have.
She came on screen. I was like, I thought she was going to come tell me I had a library book that was due.
Yeah. So then the next scene, I'm sorry. So then after he tripped over her water jugs, you know, she gave him the tour, whatever. And then they sit down on the couch and they look at that little globe, and he, you know, she has like rolled up.
Pick out a place.
Yeah, pieces of paper that say places on it, and she says she just randomly picks a paper out, and then that's where she would go. So like I think she picked one out and it said Japan. Yeah. And he was like, no, like that's not gonna happen. She's like, oh, ha ha ha, you can't really do that. It's literally her laugh. I was like, yo, that's the driest laugh I'd ever heard. Anyways, So that was it for their scene. Next was Brett back at Ryan's house. She finally gets inside, gets a tour. Ryan's house is pretty dope.
Ryan's house is dope.
Yeah, it's definitely giving man cave vibes. And Brett was like, oh, his house has like 12 different shades of brown in here. So I'm definitely going to have to help him spruce it up some.
Your hair got 2 different shades of color.
We walked right into that.
Red and black.
We walked right into that.
And we could tell exactly where they changed.
She walks upstairs to look at the room, and she sees that he has a deer head right above the door frame as she walks in, and she's like freaked out, like, there's a deer head right on the wall. I'm not a fan of that. And he's probably like, good, because this ain't your place. Like,
do you realize deer are like pigeons?
Houseway.
Like, if you don't, they have to be hunted. You can't just let them go. They'll be...
I thought you were trying to say it in a sense like they had to be hung. Like the pigeons should be hung up. Like,
yo, get out of here. You about to have Sarah McLachlan or whoever. In the arms of an angel.
What do you mean? Like
that's what you said, and you described like hanging pigeons. Who hangs pigeons?
Nobody. I hope. I'm just saying that's what I
Bronx
thought you
people
were
is
saying.
weird up there in New York.
We never do that.
Mike Tyson used to go chasing pigeons.
I'm just saying.
No idea what he did when he caught him.
Stop. Next scene, Mirla and Gil. Mirla goes and visits Gil's apartment. She meets his dog Hype, but clearly doesn't want anything to do with him. She stands back. The producers ask her, like, what's his dog's name? And she's like, Hype.
I think
the dog is looking at her like, you came in my house and don't know my name, like,
Hey, Gil, where? Just a question, cause we people.
Okay,
where is your dog's fur at in his ears? He ain't got no ears and no fur.
He didn't have no ears? I didn't even peep that. I didn't see nothing.
Because you didn't see them.
That's why I didn't notice.
They're not there.
That's why I didn't notice it. No, I didn't. I didn't at all. Oh, dang. I don't know what's going on with that. So anyway, Gil asks Mirla to shake his dog's hand. She's like, She didn't want to. Dog over here trying to like, give me your...
Hey, look, his dog is old, I think.
Yeah, he's probably... He said he's had him since he was a baby, so...
No, the dog was a baby or Gil was a baby?
The dog!
I was about to lose it. I cannot be married to somebody and think a dog lives to be 28 years old.
No. He said he's had the dog for a long time, so, maybe you're right. He's probably an old dog. So anyway, she didn't want to touch him, and when she did finally touch him, she went off and rubbed her hands on Gil, and he was like, that's fine, we got soap and water.
That's the most action I've had since I met you.
And he bends over to kiss the dog and shows the dog some love, and she's like, you kiss your dog? And he was like, not on the mouth.
He kisses me.
That's like...
Was that shade at her, like, you don't kiss
That
me?
was 1,000% shade, because I know he wanted to say it because you ain't kissing me, kind of a thing. So, I don't know. That was it for their scene. Let's move on to the other couples. Next scene, Johnny shows back up to their shared apartment, brings some Thai food so they can have dinner together. He said he's had some time to think, and he realizes that he may have been overthinking and maybe overwhelmed in the moment. I know
what he was doing.
He said that he had some time to realize that the things that he thought were important was really not important. So he decides to stay the night or stay there. So he, gets ready for bed, brushes his teeth, get in bed, and they start making out. And that was it for their scene.
Bro, every 12 hours something happened that I would be on my dating apps, or I would have left, or I gotta go take a break.
Yeah. It is like every 12 hours, because one good moment you're fine and you're crying on the beach that this is who you want to be with, and then you get home and then you're like, no, this is not, I need time to reset and rewind and get clean and do me, and then you come back 12 hours later with Thai food and you're ready to eat and go to bed. It's too much.
And this is why I say men should not be this emotional.
It's too much. Like, no.
Level yourself out.
We ain't gonna do this.
You're supposed to be somebody's rock.
This ain't what we gonna do right here. That would be me if I was bound. We ain't doing this. So,
I would have been gone. I can't deal with a person that does
the wishy-washiness
like,
and the flip-floppiness and all that stuff. So anyways, that was it for their scene. Let's move on to the next scene. Next scene shows Zach saying that he told Michaela that he still tested positive with COVID, and he only said that so he can show up to her place to surprise her with flowers. He showed up with flowers. She, you know how extra she could be, and she's like, oh my God, you know, and all that. And then, you know, they kind of like embrace, and then she shows him that she had bought him like a little gift box of stuff for like their 1 week anniversary or something like that. And then she shows him that on their side table she already had a picture in a frame. I'm like, when you had time? Like, I got pictures from years ago.
Don't even get me started. Get me started.
Still in my old iPhone 8. That ain't never made it to Walgreens for any kind of prints. She already got it printed out.
We got pictures that we paid people to take of us that ain't never been printed out.
Listen, Peyton already got school pictures on a disc that's still sitting from pre-K. I'm like, and she in the first grade now. So I'm like, how she had this much time in the last couple of days?
That type of person.
Yeah, I was just like, yo, this is
she
too
probably
much.
Did them. You go to somebody's house and they have all the pictures like in a...
Yeah, in an album?
Yeah.
Like, yo, this quick. This is quick. So anyways.
Are you my age? I never
so the whole time they're talking about the presents and the picture and this and that. I can't stop looking at the wall of branches over the couch that was spray painted in white. I'm thinking to myself, is there a purpose why we have Central Park hanging on your wall?
You know you got 3 branches up here painted white? I didn't know if you like...
What is the purpose of these branches hanging on your wall like this? That would be me.
Does it bloom? Why do you have branches? What?
I don't know.
Do you hang hats on it?
I was like, what is the
purpose? Do you dry clothes on it? Why do you have... Not like a picture of a branch, like a full... Hey, I'm going this way, and I'm going to come back and go this way. Branch.
Yeah. She had like 4 of them. I was like, oh, okay.
This is the branch I fell off of, and the other 2 are the ones I hit on the way down.
Anyways, that was it for those scenes. Pastor Cal shows up for a visit to have those hard conversations that they always have. Rachel and Jose are the first couples up to talk to him. They talk about their finances and how they're like on opposite spectrums. Opposite end of the spectrum.
He wants to save money. She's trying to go to Europe all the time.
Yeah. So Pastor Cal starts going in on Jose like, I think you're an overthinker. And she is like, you know, she's the one that's going to bring the fun and the excitement. And all I'm thinking is like, no, she's going to bring the debt and the delinquency balances and the bad credit. That's what she's bringing. Like, no. Pastor Cal went in and asked them, did they consummate their marriage yet? And they did take a pause, but they said yes, they have. They said yes, they did.
Did you see Jose?
Jose's face didn't look extra thrilled, but they said they had.
You're like, yo, Pastor, that thing is not worth no Euro trip. I take it to Paris, Texas. Put it on the midnight train to Georgia. We not going overseas. Not off of that. No.
Next scene, Michaela and Zach checking out their new home. They bring their dogs in to see how they interact. Dogs seem like they get along great. No issues there. Zach asked Michaela, like, so I'm interested to know how you are in a fight. Like, are you one of those people that storms out?
Are you the type to, like, storm off? Like, okay, let's say we get in a fight. You're like, okay, I'm going home tonight. Like, what are you...
I would, no, I think that's abandoning people, and I f***ed up. So I'm not the type to be like, I'm leaving, and, like, actually leave, because I think that's actually abusive to do that to somebody and leave and ignore their phone calls and all that kind of stuff.
I agree.
She was like, no, I don't storm out because I feel like that's a form of an abandonment.
Extra.
And ignoring someone's calls and text messages also feels like a form of emotional abuse. So I would never do those things. Like, that's not what I would do. And he was like, okay, well, I'm interested.
And I don't talk to people like you because of that right there.
I think it's a little extra, right?
No.
Wait.
Zach,
I'm sorry.
leave now, bro. Leave right now because of the language that Heifer is using. Oh, I think that's emotional abuse. Because I don't want to talk to you.
Because
I'm abusing you.
I don't respond to your phone calls.
Is you out of your biscuit? Yo, leave now. She's out of there, bro.
Yeah, that's what she said.
That's nowhere is that even close to no.
Take my
and
nose
please
off.
come at me in the comments.
Oh.
Tell me how that's.
He wants all the smoke.
Yeah, I want all the smoke on this subject. I think that is the dumbest.
So you think it's a reach? It's a huge
No,
reach.
it's not even in the ballpark to be reached at. She just foolish. She running her mouth for no reason. She don't make no sense. You know how them words is getting through them big ass lips.
Sometimes in an argument is necessary.
Yeah, it stop you from getting abused.
It stop you from getting locked up. Like, you need to give me this space. Like, don't hold me.
That's just her trying to be controlling. She need a hug.
Who hurt you?
Yeah, I'm not going for the daddy thing all the time. I'm not. Y'all gotta get me a chick with less problems. That's not fair. Like, yo, I'm serious. I feel horrible for her. No, this is the one thing I want to talk about.
Okay.
Like, I feel horrible that her dad had these problems, and I feel horrible that she has an abandonment issue. But if I can't get a bagel and a biscuit in the morning and my coffee without having to tell you where I am every time, this is gonna be a problem. I'm not dealing with this.
All right, well, let's get into it.
Where is the producer? Cal, come, no.
Not Cal.
I'm not doing it. Y'all not gonna give me this broken person to try to build a life. Y'all give me warped wood and want me to build a house. No, it's gonna be on the shoulder lean. That's what you should insert. Shoulder lean, shoulder lean. Give me somebody that's workable. Yeah, no.
You done?
Give me this quarterback, been in the league 13 years, 5 shoulder surgeries, and I'm supposed to go try to win some games with her?
Dak? No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. Just kidding. I knew that would get him. I knew that would get him to stop. Okay, let's move on to the next scene.
I'm about to emotionally abuse you.
Wait a second.
I'm not going to talk to you.
That ain't going to hurt my feelings.
911? He's been abusing me for weeks.
Ma'am, how has he hurt you?
He won't call me back. I sent him a text. He won't text me back. I DM'd him. He won't DM me back. What's the other one? Snapchatted him. I can't get his chap snap back.
Not a chap snap. They run it in us.
Y'all still Twitter? People still Twitter? I tweeted him. He won't tweet me back. I swiped him. Yo, I want him arrested.
Justice. No justice. No peace.
Yo, she is ridiculous.
Yo, you be going on tangents. Let's move on to the next scene.
You go right along with me.
I know. I be loving it though. Okay. Johnny visits Bao's house. He takes a stroll through. He sees everything, sees that she has a bidet. He's like, I have a bidet too. He sees that she has multiple shoes of the same kind. I have multiple same things too.
Tom.
This is spaceship level overview.
Tom, we're not going to spaceship level over the fact that you got a bidet, but you don't want to get in the shower?
At the bush shower.
Like, you realize you got feet that stink?
She said she got
your
toilet
body.
paper. She got booty wipes. She got the bidet. And she was like, there's no way you cannot be clean here. But, it forces me to ask why you don't want to get in the bathtub. On a regular basis.
If you're basically sitting there telling me that all the sexy parts are clean. So I'm supposed to kiss your sweaty, salty ass shoulder now because you don't want to shower?
Not a salty shoulder. Okay. Ugh. So apparently they realized they have more in common than they thought, because just by going to her house, he could see that she has some of the same stuff that he has. That was it for their scene.
Issues.
Let's move on to the next scene. Next scene, Pastor Cal visits Brett and Ryan. Ryan says that Brett is one of the coolest girls he has ever met and could hang out with her any day of the week. Brett says Ryan
That's
has
guy code for she hot,
friend
but I don't
zone.
really want to deal with her.
Like friend zone kind of thing. No, not friend zone.
You don't really get
Okay, well,
friend
open it
zone.
back
You get
up.
like maybe one day, but I ain't gonna really put no work into it zone.
Not long-term relationship zone.
He don't like her.
Okay, we've confirmed that. In
And
our
she
heads.
don't like deer hunting or nothing he likes.
No.
How is that gonna work?
I don't know. But Brett
You're not.
says,
Listen, we can pump the brake. We can ease through this.
can we? I want to go to bed. So, it is almost midnight, and you
It better
talking
not
about,
be.
and we.
Oh hell no! Let's go.
Exactly. Oh no, you want to ease on through?
No.
Ease on down the road.
We're taking off high level overview. Let's go.
There we go. They reveal that they have always been affectionate with each other, but they have not had sex yet. Cal asks, are they happy with this level of intimacy? Ryan says, Brett says she's happy. Ryan says he's not used to
Happy
going
with
this
what?
slow. Happy with where they are with the level of intimacy.
Nowhere.
Ryan said
You're not
he's
gonna be
very-
rubbing and holding my hand and making me hot at night and not even doing nothing. Like, get off of me. Rubbing your leg over
Go
me. Get away.
with this, Apollo.
Ugh.
I'm sorry. And then Ryan
nothing?
says it's going slower than he is used to, but he is a fan of hers.
That means I'm out of
Brett
here.
reveals she has a crush on Ryan, and she starts,
Then do something. We married. This is like.
You're getting real angry.
I hate these people acting like children.
All right.
I got a crush on him.
I got a
Let me
crush on you.
let me know. Let me know.
Wait a
Let
second.
me know. Let me know. Let me know.
Next scene, the couples are waking up in their shared apartments, and then Jose, gets the camera and shows the difference between his tube, Rachel's tube of toothpaste versus his tube of toothpaste. And I don't know why Rachel's tube, like she was. And then the cap is off. Like, where is
Yo,
she?
have
Like,
you-
you
have
did
you
a
s-
murder scene with this thing.
I'm
too.
telling you, you gotta. When you gotta brush them teeth, it's a savage operation. She gotta put everything on hard.
We're gonna wake the kids up. We're gonna wake the kids up. Wake the kids up. I'm dead. I'm dead. And we shouldn't be laughing like this. Look at my nose. Listen, I don't know what's happening in that bathroom, but I would love tickets to watch it. Highest bidder. I'm the highest bidder, and I want to see what's happening in there. Okay, hold on. Let me
Beat somebody with a toothpaste.
look at my nose. Hold on. Let me get my notes together. Oh my god. Next scene shows Zach like dilly dallying at like 7:15, or like Jamaicans like to say.
Can you
near-
breathe? Did he get you?
At the toothpaste. I'm still crying. It was the spit for me. When you spit that toothpaste out, my whole soul left the scene. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, let me get back to it. So, next scene shows Zach in his kitchen at like 7:15 a.m. like Jim screeching around. I don't, and that's Jamaican terms for like tiptoeing around, so like he wouldn't wake Michaela. And he is then gone, and then an hour later, Michaela wakes up, and she notices that he's not in the house. And then the next scene shows her like maybe about to clean or do something with some paper towel and some Clorox or something. I totally had Netflix scary movie.
The cameraman was like, y'all need to get in here. She throwing the Clorox. And did anybody, was that dog pee? Did anybody ever pick it up?
I don't know what was going on, but she had a moment. Like,
she need to take that anger out on that dog mess right there.
She was like going to do, and then she just laughed like, yo, you're crazy, cuz. Like,
get me someone else.
That was crazy to me.
I need somebody. Cal, help me.
Next scene shows her with like 2 IKEA bags. You know, the blue ones they give you to shop with.
She left with all her belongings in 2 IKEA bags.
And the next quick scene, like she was.
And I'm gonna go get them Swedish meatballs out the refrigerator.
And my notes. And then she packs up and she's out.
Good.
Now let's rewind back real fast a couple of scenes where she just said, "No, I don't leave nobody, in an argument." That's a form of abandonment.
Somebody need to call the law because she's abusing Zach right now.
And then we see her
leave.
So it's giving me
I ain't never put my feet on his couch.
For Charlie Murphy being Rick James.
Yeah, I remember putting my feet on his couch.
Exactly. Like, what? You just said you didn't do this. Yeah. And not even 36 hours later, you're doing this.
All cap. She all cap. I told you something is wrong with her. She's out of there.
Out of her biscuit. So
you ain't supposed to call people crazy. She's crazy.
You definitely don't want to use that word, but this is in a lighter, laughing.
Did you see her throw that Clorox down? No, it's not. I'm giving my medical expertise opinion.
No, and if you need medical expertise opinion, please don't seek it here.
If you want answers, listen to me.
No, you don't want to listen.
They gonna give you jumbo or some medication.
Nothing he provides in any of these episodes can be used in terms of medical advice. My disclaimer. Let me throw that out there before y'all say anything. But Patrick has said that I could. No.
If you listening to me, it was gonna happen anyway. Like that way you can't put that on me.
So that was it for that scene. She done packed up. She gone, and we don't know what happened to Zach in that scene. So let's move on to the next scene.
He finally got some peace and quiet.
Pastor Cal meets with Mirla and Gil to just have those important conversations. They talk about their finances. Gil says Mirla has at least $70,000 worth of clothes and told her that she needs to shop less. Mirla in her head the whole time listening to Gil like, I don't do nothing, I'm a ball. I'm counting all day like the clock on the wall. Little duffel bag boy. Little duffel bag boy.
Get money. Spend money.
So Pastor Cal says that the kind of shopping that she's doing, is single people activities, not married people activities.
Speaking of Mirla, I'm going to eat a macaroon.
How did it taste?
I'm not a fan.
I never had a macaroon. I got to smell them. How does it taste? You got to drink water. It must taste bad.
It's just rich.
That's why I know I don't like foo-foo stuff. If it's gonna be an oatmeal cream pie, then say so. Without the oatmeal. I don't like these. Are y'all macaroon fans? Like, that's not my thing. Yeah. So anyways, Pastor Cal says...
And do the same thing with Mirla.
God. I can't get through this show. Did you just throw the whole thing out? PJ wanted a macaroon.
I'm not raising my kids bougie.
So Mirla told Gil that no, she's not going to stop shopping less, that she's already saving money. What's $1,000 on shopping going to hurt? Pastor Cal says, you know, like I said before, spending like that is single people activities. Like, you can't be spending thousands of dollars and not including your spouse. Like, that's a no-no. Then Pastor Cal asks about their intimacy. Gil says it's like a low budget film in there. It's very light touching, and that's as far as it goes. She still gives him kisses on the cheek, no kisses on the mouth.
He said, if you don't kiss me by decision day, I will be asking for it.
He did say that. He said, I'm going to keep it a whole buck with you right now. And she looked like, she kind of looked unbothered, but maybe that's how she has her poker face. But she didn't really.
Let me tell you something. If by decision day all you gave me was a kiss, I'm leaving.
8 weeks.
Leaving. 8 weeks. We grown.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
Probably had a few scares with kids. Like,
not scares. I'm done. That was it for their scene.
Acting like you ain't never been with nobody.
Excuse me. I'm sorry. Gil said he's gonna leave if she don't get a kiss
you
by
was
then.
Gabby Get Down in high school, but now I gotta wait 8 weeks. Crazy.
Not Gabby Get Down. I'm moving on to the next scene. Michaela and Zach are in their apartment because they have a visit with Pastor Cal, so they met back up. Michaela says she's mad at Zach because he was putting the dog to sleep, is what he told her, and he never came back to the room, and then she woke up the next morning and he was gone. Zach said what happened was he went to go lay down with the dog and fell asleep because he was so tired, and that's why he never made it back to bed. And then when he did wake up, he had to take his dog to the daycare, so he didn't bother waking up.
What?
His dog, I guess.
What?
I don't know why his dog goes to a daycare.
What?
Maybe it's a spa. What are you asking?
Who going to the daycare? A
The
dog?
That's what he said. Bella, his dog, went to a daycare or something. I don't know. You keep asking me what, like I'm there.
And you keep acting like taking
It's
a dog
normal.
to a daycare is normal. Especially
because
when he
that's what
said
I
he
heard.
came back to the apartment. If
He
you
said
came
he
back...
came back at 9:15, and that's...
Wait, so you want to have kids, but you can't take care of a dog? You got to take a dog to a daycare?
I don't know what happens in this daycare. Is it to just leave her for the day?
No, it's where people with too much money go to drop their dumbass dogs off so you can give me your money. What does your dog go do here? Do they got a curriculum?
Stop!
Are they going to send me pictures to my phone? Well, your dog at playtime today.
And he only ate 30% of his food.
Yo,
I'm
these
done.
people out here.
I'm done. And we practice shapes and letter sounds. Sorry.
The dog comes walking with a backpack on.
So Michaela said when he didn't come back
And if you
to
guys try really hard and study really hard, one day you'll be a service animal.
That's
What do you think graduation?
That's what their graduation goals are. Okay. So Michaela said, what was she supposed to think when he never came back? You know? And he was like, what did you think? You thought I was gone forever? Like, what? He played her too. And she was like,
The
no.
line at Starbucks was long.
She was like, well, then I called you and I texted
wanted to
you.
go
You
to
didn't
that
answer.
breakfast place I like on the other side of town.
I wanted to meet up with the homies for a little bit. I don't know what he went and did, but he didn't answer her calls. He didn't answer her text messages, which is like, okay, if you went to the dog daycare and all that and you didn't want to wake her and that's your story, then why couldn't you just respond to her text? And why couldn't you just answer her phone call too, right? He had no answer for that.
You haven't had to live with her for 24 hours.
He
That's
was like,
why.
I need a mental break.
Yeah, Johnny was able to do it.
He went back home for 3 days.
It came back with some Thai food. That's what his problem was. He had no food when he came back.
He was like, yo, I can't just leave for the morning.
He should have came back with some yams and some greens and some chicken.
Ham, yams, tomatoes. Sorry.
You know!
Sorry. So, she was like, you just made your own decision and just left and didn't tell me anything. And then they were just going back and forth with a lot of bickering. Zach said he's now had it up to here with the conversation. Then a knock comes at the door, and it's Pastor Cal.
I'm out.
So he did say that he came back home around 9:15, and that's when Michaela's mouth went left. She started going off like, you a damn lie. You a god mother lie. I'm like, yo, chill. All of this.
No, keep doing this.
For me to get a caramel macchiato in the morning.
Keep doing this.
And a sausage and cheese biscuit.
It's like the NFL. I want to get all this on film. I want to be able to role play back.
You blacking out because I just went to get me
breakfast
and 2 macaroons,
a bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich, and this is what I got to deal with.
He was looking like, oh, cause like this ain't what I signed up for.
And then when Pastor Cal, thank God.
Pastor Cal comes in, sits down, looks at them, and is like, so what's going on here? Like, why y'all sitting so far apart? He just noticed the bad energy quick with them.
Her daddy.
And he automatically picks up on their bad energy. Zach tells his story to Pastor Cal, and Michaela gives him like the whatever face, and then that starts to shut Zach down. And he was like, I don't like the face that she's giving me. Like, I've never seen her act like this before. And then she starts to cry and say, like, you know, I'm nervous to open up to you, and then
all
he
things
tries
you
to
thought you
console
should have
her.
thought about before you signed up to marry somebody with your dumb self. So stupid. These people are idiots.
Her, and then she's like shunning him, and then he shuts down, and he's like, "Woo, woo, you know what? You know? Did you catch that too?"
Yeah, he had a very masculine moment.
So then Pastor Cal's like, "No, calm down, Zach. Calm down. Bring it down. Like, you know."
No. Because you don't understand.
He's like, the moment has passed now. I tried to console her and she didn't let me. It was a lot going on in this scene. She starts crying that her dad, you know, is no longer here, and that Pastor Cal translate that into her being abandoned.
No.
Some kind of way.
It's horrible. It's horrible that your father passed away. But you're not gonna blame stuff in our relationship and you acting the way that you act because of your father.
Yeah.
Even if that's true, it doesn't excuse it. That's what's wrong with people. They think,
she said that. She was like, it's not fair for him to have to take on all this baggage.
Don't worry about that. I'm not gonna take on all this baggage. You just worry about carrying your own baggage. You worry about what baggage you're gonna put over here. Just make sure you get your own stuff to the checkout gate or to the check-in gate at the airport. We get out this taxi. I'm going to grab my carry-on, and you grab that trunk you just had to bring with you out the trunk, and I'm not helping you. You carry it by yourself. If you can't carry it by yourself, you get a professional like Pastor Cal to come over here.
And help you.
I had 7 days away from you, and y'all knew she was like this, and y'all couldn't get her no help?
Honestly, you bring up a good point. It's like 7 to 8 days away from him, and this is how you carry on in the first full 24 hours.
She need to have one-on-ones with Pastor Cal if he's really got the credentials, because she need if her father is truly the reason why she flips out because somebody went to get a bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich and a coffee. Because she's got problems. Like that needs to be addressed.
And because he didn't communicate it with her.
But it's ridiculous actions and ridiculous reactions.
If nobody don't feel you, I feel you.
Again, you're not gonna send me this damaged person, and I'm supposed to build a successful marriage from it.
I feel you. Trust me, I understand.
I mean, I'll take it if it had a few dings here. You know, the back tail light has been knocked out. Like I could order those on Amazon and fill them in. But she got transmission issues, no muffler, her headers are shot. I don't even know if this car can roll, and I'm supposed to build a future with it.
Engine won't turn over.
I don't know who I look like. What was that girl that went crazy?
Britney Spears?
The one before her. Lindsay Lohan? Remember she was in that race car movie with that Volkswagen Bug that...
Nah, now you got specific details. I definitely don't.
Somebody's going to send it in the comments. I don't know. Wally Bucket, whatever, something like that.
I don't know. Drop it in the comments if you know what he's talking about. I have no idea. She finally allows Zach to console her, and Pastor Cal insists that she needs to receive his support, and that was the end of their
At that
scene.
point, he just like...
Final few scenes of this episode. Pastor Cal stops in to visit Bao and Johnny. Bao tells Johnny that she's had a crush on him for a very long time while she was never on his radar. They talk about her insecurity of snoring and how she made a big deal about it. And then they get on the topic of intimacy. Bao says she felt like she's always the one to initiate it. Johnny's like, I initiate sometimes too. And then Pastor Cal's like, but listen to what she's saying. She's saying she initially feels like she has to be the one to initiate the intimacy. And then he reveals that there's a reason why they haven't taken it there and why they're not intimate. And Pastor Cal's like, let us know. Like, let us know, bro. And then he says, I don't want to hurt her feelings. And then he blurts it out.
At this point, I'm sitting on the edge of my chair.
Because I want to know, too.
Right in the TV, like, tell her she stink. Tell him she stink. Tell him she stink.
I thought it
Tell
was
him she won't take a bath. Tell him she won't take a bath.
It wasn't that. He said it's because when she gets giddy or gets excited about stuff, she gets kitty-like. And it's a turn off. And even her advances towards him are kitty-like. For example, when she wants to kiss him or something, she'll like pout up and kind of get like the puppy dog eyes and then be like, kiss me. And he's like, that doesn't turn me on. That turns me off. It doesn't get me going. It's not spicy.
Yo, when did... Touch my arm. I'm ready to go.
He's already gone.
I'm ready to go.
You saw my get going? He gone.
What are you at? I'm halfway done now. Come in there dressed up like a Pokemon. I don't care.
Listen, I remember one time you had said to me, I don't care if you come in here with a helmet on your head.
And I meant it. Every word of it.
And then forever, never I have come in there with no helmet on my head. But I thought it was just funny, like, it don't matter. So for him to be like, your advances are kitty-like, which I didn't think it was, like her doing that. I think it was just being playful. Like, we can't play. We can't have fun.
You telling me you let Nat stop you from getting...
Then you don't want it. You don't want it.
Maybe, listen, I love you so much. These people out here, maybe they just don't get the right kind. They don't be, because I'll move heaven and earth.
We ain't going down this road.
To get to your booty.
No.
I meant your love, your heart.
We're not going down that road. So Cal challenges Johnny to... What is wrong with you?
We gotta show you this.
I'm sorry. So Cal challenges Johnny to be giddy, be joyful. And he says, realize that this is not Bao's problem. This is your problem, Johnny. And he asks Bao, so how do you feel now? And now that you've heard that that's what it is. And she said, well, I don't feel attractive anymore. And I feel like he's disgusted by how I show my joy.
No, it's how you wash your butt.
All right. And that was the end of episode 7. This episode was actually kind of good.
Johnny just need to be like, I love you.
My notes are torn up.
I love you when you're in the shower.
He comes to find out she acts childish to him. And that turns him off. So that was the end of episode 7. Drop your comments in the comment section below. Let me know what your thoughts are of this episode.
And they showed a big teaser. I didn't think no one would probably believe this was going to happen. Shows Johnny crying again.
Stop. And hugging Jose. And what's happening back here? So that was the end of episode 7. Drop your comments in the comment section below. We would love to hear from you. Also, please be sure to hit the like button and the subscribe button to support our channel. And we thank you guys so much for tuning in every Friday with us, getting your Fridays litty. And I am so thankful for your support. And we will see you in the next
right? You know it's
episode.
Midnight. You know it's
Thanks,
midnight.
You guys.
And you just made it to where you have to get it out on Friday.
Yeah.
Somebody ain't sleeping.
I know. Bye.
Good night.